Before I start this video, I'd like to take this time to thank Hez for requesting this video. If you would like to request a video, simply type your idea in the comments and I'll consider it, as well as display your comment like so. Now, onto the video. You know, for a guy that can get to certain places within seconds, he's got a lot of foes to run from. Which of Sonic the Hedgehog's enemies are the greatest? Before I determine that, I've got some rules to lay down. I will only be looking at villains that originate in the video games, mostly main series. As cool as baddies in movies, comics, and television are, I solely want to focus on the games. Also, these characters must be pure evil, so rivals like Jet the Hawk and Shadow the Hedgehog don't count. Everything has been set, and I got a list to boost through. Hey, I'm Owen, the fiction fanboy, and here's my top 5 Sonic villains. Zavok. Sonic Lost World introduced a league of attackers known as the Deadly Six, and if one was deadlier than the others, I obviously would give that honor to Zavok. He has a few similar traits to Mario's archenemy, Bowser, yet he worked for the Egghead until Sonic kicked the cacophonic conch into the sky. Once he and his partners in crime were free, they were able to control the Badnik army. Even more advanced is that he was able to use his former master's extractor and to use the world's power to make him and his comrades more powerful, and to try making Tails a robot. When that failed, he would use his full strength at all costs. After all this, he would still prove to be a mercenary in sporting games like the Olympics and racing karts in a team. With or without machines, you don't want to get him involved in any situations. Lyric. Say what you want about the two Boom games, but a redeeming quality in Shattered Crystal and Rise of Lyric was, you guessed it, Lyric. For starters, he's got the near-perfect villain voice. Similar to us humans in the real world, especially in a time like this, technology had become more reliable. Separating from us humans, though, is that he believes it should be the only thing that exists in the universe, wanting to wipe out all organic life. In order to achieve his goal, he needs the crystals, and he has the ancient tech to do it. Regardless if he uses his blue button to take control of robots, or advanced headgear to control the minds of other mighty beings, he's got 1,000 years to think about what he's been doing. And there was a bit of inspiration for the motives of another antagonist, exclusive in the kind of fun TV series. Infinite. Outside the Shadow spin-off game of 2005, Forces is the darkest installment to date. Infinite proved this point by being the monster that took down Sonic due to his ability to wield the Phantom Ruby. With such power, he was able to create copies of 4 other tough cookies as rough as their originals. If he activates the Ruby near you, he's going to play serious mind games on you, just like he did to the custom hero in Metropolis. That was practically child's play, believe it or not, since he could even conjure up a sun to burn an entire planet. I'm not placing him any higher on this countdown because his backstory is the weakest part about him, despite having a killer theme. And I will give him credit for also having a Nemesis-type voice. I wouldn't mind seeing him making a comeback, if the minor rumors of Sonic Forces 2 being in development really are true. Metal Sonic. Sometimes you gotta try evening the odds, or rather, odd in the evens. As stated earlier, organic energy and mechanical energy seem to be in the same universe. Just like Sonic and Shadow, they share identical abilities, as well as a few to separate himself from the breathing inhabitants and harness other mighty objects. He may have been built by the big-brained human with 300 IQ, yes. On the contrary, he shines brightest in Heroes, where he can combine data from the source of his energetic counterpart and another enemy's pure state to transform into this monstrosity, Metal Overlord. As far as he believes, the metal part of his name would no longer be necessary if his heroic duplicate ceases to exist. Whether it's in a foot race or in combat, he simply cannot beat the real deal. He can literally and figuratively recharge, nonetheless, so he can keep trying for as long as he desires. Dr. Eggman. I can pretty much guarantee you that you knew this was coming from a mile away. Who else has been desperate to take down the lovable Sega mascot? Formerly known as Dr. Robotnik, Eggman has been taking the most innocent of cute creatures and using them for his heartless instruments of destruction. For every 100 robots Sonic and his friends get rid of, there will just be another 100 out there ready for action. And when Eggface isn't busy with his badniks, he has his ultimate plan in almost, if not all of the games, no matter the condition. Be sure not to trust him in view that he can easily deceive his opponent at the best of times. Very much comparable to other evil guys, he wants the world, and can go from building an amusement park or flat out be the cause of a war. Yeah, Eggman wasn't joking around in Forces, and I like that. Plus, there's a handful of people who say he's better than the hero, and it's hard not to see why. Doesn't matter who you side with, Dr. Eggman is undoubtedly the best villain in the entire Sonic franchise. Want more fiction? Then please do what my friends say, comment below, and follow me on Instagram for thumbnail previews and teasers for upcoming YouTube videos. Fiction Fanboy has finished this video. Everyone keep fantasizing, and good night-o.